The 28th September 2024 declaration of Isaac Ssemakadde as the winner of the Uganda Law Society presidential elections ushered in a new dawn in the legal fraternity, given that he had made several interesting promises during his campaign. Indeed, the legal rebel, as he calls himself, hit the ground running immediately he was sworn into office.
Solemnly affirm that I will at all times.
Just 11 days later, he expelled the Attorney General, the Solicitor General and their representatives from the Uganda Law Society in what was definitely a very bold move. Ssemakadde and other members of the Uganda Law Society Council specifically accused the Attorney General of professional misconduct, among other things. However, two members of Uganda Law Society, Tony Tumukunde and Joshua Byamazima, challenged Isaac Ssemakadde's decision in court in November last year. In turn, Ssemakadde requested court to add the Attorney General as a party to that litigation, with Justice Esther Nambayo overruling that request on Friday last week.
The argument is simple. Let the Attorney General, if he's man enough, speak for himself. To what extent was he aggrieved by our expulsion decision? And to what extent is he determined to return to our governing council? If he thinks he ever wishes to return, let him say it.
Ssemakadde claims the Attorney General is using the two lawyers, Tony Tumukunde and Joshua Byamazima, to find his way back into his former ex-official role in the Uganda Law Society Council.
Surprisingly, the judge saved him this embarrassment and insists that we'll argue the case without him. Of course, we shall appeal. There shall be no proceedings on the judicial review case concerning our executive order R&B number 1 of 2024 without Kiryowa Kiwanuka's affidavit.
Meanwhile, Ssemakadde says he will not be distracted by accusations raised against him by some of the members of the institution he leads, with some members of the public now beginning to pick interest in the fights within Uganda Law Society.
I am in fighting mode, and I'll fight to the hilt anybody that thinks they can continue behavior that has been overwhelmingly condemned by members of the bar.
Daniel KIBET, NTV.